Welcome back to Wheekful Blessings, and this is your first time here. Welcome! I'm Brooke, and I run Wheekful Blessings Guinea Pig Sanctuary, where we care for special needs and medically fragile guinea pigs. If you've been around here for a while, you probably already know how much I love these little potato-shaped chaos machines. But today, I want to talk about something that's really important. If you're thinking about getting a guinea pig, or maybe you've recently gotten one and you're trying to figure out exactly what you've signed yourself up for. Because as much as I absolutely love guinea pigs, I'm also going to be completely honest with you. They are not the easy, low-maintenance pets that people sometimes make them out to be. So today we're going to talk about why guinea pigs may actually not be the right pet for you, and why that's something you should figure out before bringing to home. Now, before anybody thinks I'm sitting here and telling you you shouldn't get a guinea pig, that's absolutely not what I'm saying. Guinea pigs are amazing little animals, and they can absolutely make wonderful pets. But I'm also not going to sit here and make owning them sound like some perfect little dream where you get a fluffy potato that sits in your lap all day and everything is sunshine and rainbows. The truth is, guinea pigs can be a lot of work. Honestly, probably more work than a lot of people realize when they first decide they want one. What people don't realize what they're actually getting themselves into, unfortunately, it's usually the guinea pig who ends up paying the price. That's a big reason why rescues and sanctuaries are so full, and why so many guinea pigs end up surrendered, abandoned, or even dumped. So before you decide to get a guinea pig, and decide if it's the right pet for you, let's talk about what having guinea pigs is actually like. Let's start with this. Guinea pigs are messy. Let's just start here because guinea pigs are honestly one of the messiest creatures I have ever owned. Their enclosures need daily spot cleaning. They poop a lot. We're talking well over 100 poops a day for many guinea pigs. They also pee frequently, sometimes every 15 to 30 minutes. And then there is the hay. Oh my god, the hay. The hay will be everywhere. You can put hay in the most perfectly organized hay rack, and within minutes your guinea pigs will decide the hay belongs absolutely everywhere, except inside the hay rack. They'll pull it out, walk through it, sit in it, eat it, throw it around, and somehow manage to get it places you swear you couldn't possibly have reached. And they're not like cats, where you can't just teach them to use a litter box and suddenly your cleaning problems disappear. Some guinea pigs will naturally use certain areas more than others, especially around their hay, but you should not expect your guinea pig to keep the entire enclosure clean. They poop where they eat. They poop where they sleep. They poop when they're walking, they poop when they're running, they poop when they're staring directly at you. That's just guinea pig life. So if cleaning an enclosure every day, picking up hay, doing laundry, changing bedding, and constantly finding little poops in places you just cleaned sounds like your worst nightmare, a guinea pig might not be the right pet for you. And that's okay. On to part 2. Guinea pigs require a specific diet. This is another thing that people highly underestimate. You can't just throw a bowl of generic pet food in front of a guinea pig and call it a day. Guinea pigs need a proper diet every single day. They need unlimited fresh grass hay, and hay isn't a treat or something they only need occasionally. It's a huge part of their diet. And it's incredibly important for their digestive system and for helping to keep those constantly growing teeth worn down. They also need fresh vegetables and a source of vitamin C. Guinea pigs, like us, do not make their own vitamin C, so they have to get it through their diet. And yes, like I said, we are the same way. We can't make our own vitamin C either, so we get it through the foods that we eat. And feeding a guinea pig properly can cost a good bit of money. The amount of fresh produce and hay you go through can add up really quickly, especially if you have multiple guinea pigs. Then you have your quality pellets, treats, and sometimes specialized foods if your guinea pig gets sick or needs recovery support. Talking about critical care here. So if you're looking for a pet that you can feed the cheapest food you can find and call it good, a guinea pig probably isn't going to be the right fit for you. Veterinary care is another thing. This is part 3. Veterinary care is expensive. This is one of the biggest things I wish more people thought about before getting guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are considered exotic pets, which means when they get sick, you need a veterinarian who is experienced with guinea pigs or other exotic animals. And depending on where you live, that can be really difficult. Some people are lucky enough to have an experienced exotic veterinarian right down the road. Other people have to drive quite a distance just to find a vet who is comfortable treating guinea pigs. And unfortunately, veterinary care can get expensive. We're talking x-rays, blood work, dental procedures, medications, surgeries, emergency visits, specialist appointments. All of these can add up very quickly. Just because a guinea pig is a small animal and might not cost much to purchase or adopt does not mean their medical care is cheap. You need to be prepared for the possibility that one day your $30 guinea pig could need a $300, $500, or even $1,000 plus veterinary visit. Hopefully you never need it, but you need to be prepared for the possibility because unfortunately guinea pigs get sick. Unfortunately guinea pigs do not get sick according to our bank account balance. Moving on to the next section, guinea pigs are quite fragile. Guinea pigs are small prey animals and they need to be handled carefully. They have fragile bodies and a fall can cause serious damage. They also can get scared very easily. If a guinea pig panics while you're holding them, they can suddenly start struggling or jumping, which can make it very easy to accidentally drop them. I've done it. They need to be picked up properly and supported, especially their hind end. They're not stuffed animals, they're not toys. And they're not something you can just grab and carry around however you want. They need gentle handling and respect. On to the next section, guinea pigs can have a lot of health problems. Guinea pigs are actually surprisingly complicated animals medically. Some health problems are related to genetics, some can be related to age, diet, or husbandry, and sometimes things just happen, even when you're doing everything right. Guinea pigs can deal with things like ringworm and other skin problems, mites and parasites, respiratory infections, dental disease and malocclusion, ovarian cysts, mammary and other tumors, bladder stones and urinary problems, bumblefoot arthritis, gastrointestinal problems, eye problems, reproductive complications, abscesses, vitamin C deficiency, and the list, we would be here all day if I went through the whole list. And that's honestly just scratching the surface. Good care can reduce the risk of some of these problems, but it doesn't guarantee your guinea pig will never get sick. You could do everything right and still end up with a sick guinea pig. That's just part of owning a living animal. That brings me to the next section. Guinea pigs are really good at hiding illness. This is one of the hardest things about owning them, in my opinion. They're prey animals, and prey animals are very good at hiding when something is wrong. A guinea pig can be pretty sick and still sit there and eat a little hay and acting relatively normal. They can still come running for vegetables, they can still make noise, they can still interact with you, and you might think everything is perfectly fine. But by the time you notice that something is obviously wrong, usually by that point the illness has already progressed quite a bit. This is why owning your guinea pigs Knowing your guinea pig's normal behavior is so important. You need to pay attention to things like appetite, poop, breathing, activity, behavior, posture, and weight. And weighing your guinea pig regularly is one of the best things you can do. A change in weight can sometimes be the first clue that something isn't right, even before you notice any other obvious symptoms. Even then, you can still miss things. That's just a part of owning a prey animal. Guinea pigs are not always cuddly. This one gets people sometimes. You see those adorable pictures online of guinea pigs sleeping on someone's chest or curled up in a blanket and think, I want that guinea pig. And maybe you will get that guinea pig, but maybe you won't. Sometimes guinea pigs love being held. Some tolerate it. Some absolutely hate it. Some will run away every single time you reach into their enclosure. Actually, most guinea pigs will run around every time you reach into their enclosure. And that doesn't necessarily mean they don't like you. They're prey animals. Being picked up can be scary because in nature, something grabbing them from above probably isn't a good thing. Building trust can take time. Some guinea pigs eventually become total cuddle bugs. Some show affection in completely different ways. Maybe they come running when they hear the refrigerator. Maybe they wheek when they hear you walk through the door. Maybe they climb in your lap on their own. Maybe they just like hanging out near you. You have to be willing to love the guinea pig you actually have instead of expecting them to be the guinea pig you saw on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or any other social media platform. Speaking of social, that brings us to our next point. Guinea pigs are social animals. Guinea pigs are social and generally do best when they have an appropriate guinea pig companion. Now, that doesn't mean every guinea pig has to share the same cage. Sometimes guinea pigs can't safely live together because they aren't compatible. Sometimes they need to be separated for medical reasons. Sometimes separate enclosures work better for a particular situation. Two guinea pigs can absolutely live in separate cages while still being able to see, hear, and interact with one another. What's important is understanding that humans aren't exactly a replacement for another guinea pig. We can give them attention, affection, food, enrichment, and plenty of interaction, but we can't communicate with them the way another guinea pig can. We do not speak their language. So if you're planning on getting a guinea pig, you need to think about their social needs and be prepared to provide appropriate companionship in whatever setup works best for those individual animals. Because as much as your guinea pig may love you, unfortunately, you're still not a guinea pig. Guinea pigs are a 5 to 8 plus year commitment. A guinea pig is not a short-term pet. They can live 5 to 8 years or even longer. And you need to be prepared for that before bringing one home. Think about your life 5 years from now. What happens if you move? What happens if your job changes? What happens if your finances change? What happens if your living situation changes? What happens if your guinea pigs develop a chronic medical condition? Your guinea pig doesn't know that your circumstances change. They still need food, they still need housing, they still need companionship, they still need veterinary care, and they still need love. Getting a guinea pig means committing to the animal for their entire life, not just until they become inconvenient. Not just until your child loses interest. Not just until you realize they're more work than you expected. The needs don't disappear because the circumstances have changed. Recircling back to this, guinea pigs are not cheap simply because they're small. This is another really common misconception. The guinea pig itself might be inexpensive, but that doesn't mean caring for it is. You need an appropriate enclosure, bedding or fleece, hay, vegetables, pellets, hides, enrichment, cleaning supplies, a carrier, and veterinary care. If you have multiple guinea pigs, those can add up all the more faster. Then there are the unexpected expenses. the emergency vet visits, the dental procedure you weren't expecting, the medication, the special food, the replacement of whatever your guinea pig decided was apparently delicious, even though it absolutely was not food. Small animal does not equal small responsibility. But here's the other side. Now, after everything I just said, I want to make something very clear. Guinea pigs really are amazing little animals. They are funny, they are expressive, they are curious, they are social, they are absolutely full of personality. Every single one has their own little quirks and preferences. They learn routines, they recognize their people, they know when the refrigerator opens, they have an entire vocabulary of sounds and behaviors. And somehow, they can hear a vegetable bag opening from 3 rooms away. They can make you laugh when you're having the worst day. They can become incredibly important members of your family. And yes, they can be incredibly rewarding pets. But they're rewarding because of the relationship you build with them. They're not rewarding because they're easy. So, are guinea pigs the right pet for you? Maybe. And honestly, that's the answer. Maybe. If you're willing to provide appropriate housing, unlimited hay, a balanced diet, daily care, regular cleaning, appropriate companionship, routine monitoring, veterinary care when necessary, and a lifelong commitment, then a guinea pig could be an amazing addition to your family. But if you're looking for something cheap, easy, and low maintenance that is guaranteed to sit quietly in your lap whenever you want, a guinea pig probably isn't the pet for you. And that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with realizing that a particular animal isn't the right fit for your lifestyle. Honestly, figuring that out before bringing an animal home is one of the most responsible things you can do. Because guinea pigs are adorable. They're amazing. They're hilarious little potato-shaped chaos machines. But they're also living, breathing animals with real needs, real medical vulnerabilities, and their own individual personalities. They deserve people who understand what they're actually getting into. And that's really the whole point of this video. I'm not trying to scare you away from guinea pigs. I'm not trying to tell you they're bad pets. I'm not trying to steer you away from an animal you feel you truly want. I'm just trying to make sure that if you choose to bring guinea pigs into your life, you do it with your eyes wide open and not with wearing a pair of rose-tinted glasses. Because when you understand the work, the expense, the commitment, and the responsibility, and you still choose them, that's when you have the potential to build something really, really special. Guinea pigs can be amazing pets for the right person. Let's make sure you're that person before you bring them home. And if you aren't, that's okay too. The responsible choice isn't always bringing the animal home. Sometimes a responsible choice is recognizing that you aren't ready yet. And honestly, I would much rather see someone say, a guinea pig is not right for me, than watch another guinea pig end up in a rescue or shelter or dumped because someone brought one home without understanding what they were signing up for. Because these little potato-shaped chaos machines deserve better. Every single one of them. And here at Wheekful Blessings, that's exactly what we're trying to do. Make sure the guinea pigs who need us have somewhere safe to go. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you stick around, subscribe, and come hang out with us here at Wheekful Blessings. And remember, every week matters. Until next time, guys, stay happy and stay healthy. Bye now.